The Dad Challenge podcast is acting up again. Are any of us surprised? I know I'm not. We have him making fun of a young woman. What's new? But we also have a very strange, bizarre, almost inappropriate music video from him where he's talking about his balls.
Stuck to the side of my thighs. There's no one's the truth, I ain't tell no lies. I'm talking about my balls, I'll be stuck to the side. Like a grilled cheese that you're trying to fry.
Yes. Very weird, uncomfortable, disgusting. I'm getting ahead of myself. We got a lot to talk about. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so as you guys know, I have been planning a video on the Dad Challenge podcast, and it's definitely coming. I'm working on it, but I also wanted to see what he's been up to lately, currently, what he's doing, because I want to talk about a bunch of stuff that happened in the past, that happened to me because of his supporters and others, and a whole bunch of stuff that he's doing. But I also wanted to check out his content. So I go on over to his channel. I'm like, what is Josh up to? And I find this video he did called Just Kass makes the worst music video ever. I'm like, okay, what is this? So I click on it and I start watching it. And what do you know? He is making fun of a girl, Just Kass, who I'm going to explain who she is in a minute. So he's making fun of this girl and her music video, saying it's so cringe. It's the worst music video on the planet. He's making fun of her. And one of the things that I thought in my head when I saw this was, wait a minute. Josh has done some of the cringiest projects I have ever seen. He's done really cringy parodies of Love Meg, where he's literally in a blonde wig and yoga pants.
Or welcome if it's your first time visiting my channel. Y'all, today's video is gonna be another clean and vacuum a whole ton of shit we don't need to vacuum with me today. And I have my huge emotional announcement. You're not gonna wanna miss this one, bish.
Just wanted to add in a little bit of Housewife edits while I'm editing this video. Having to go through Josh in yoga pants and a blonde wig and a music video of him reaching his hands down, touching his balls. I pretty much wanted to vomit the entire time making this video, okay? Just wanted to tell you guys the things I do for you, okay? The things I do for you. This is traumatizing. Never want to see that again, okay? We never want to see the DCP in yoga pants or a blonde wig or eyelashes, okay? It's interesting, to say the least. So he does that. Then I come across this music video that I had no idea that he did. And I click on it and start watching it. And he's doing this whole parody song of another song. And he's changed the lyrics to "My balls stick to my leg." And his older son is also in the video. So he has his kids participating in this weird stuff. Now, I thought Josh was supposed to be the dad of YouTube. Isn't his content supposed to be family friendly? All of his fans will talk about how their kids love his videos. And he's over here making a music video about his balls. It was gross, okay? And we're going to get into that more a little bit later in this video. But he's got some nerve making fun of this Just Kass girl and her music video when everything that he puts out is cringy as hell, okay? He does some of the cringiest stuff that I've ever seen, and it's pretty obvious that he tries to go viral with these little videos that he does. So for him to make fun of somebody else's music project is laughable, okay? Now, I did not know who this Just Kass girl was, but apparently she was a child of a family vlogger. So I had to go look it up. Just Kass is one of the children of Not Enough Nelsons. I was like, oh, okay. I have heard of them before. I've never watched them. I do know the anti-mommy vlogger, family vlogger people don't like Not Enough Nelsons, which is fine, whatever. But she is the daughter of Not Enough Nelsons. Okay, they have a shit ton of kids. Like half of them are adopted, half of them are biological. Just Kass, whose name is Cassidy, is 24, and she is now an influencer, and she's a pretty big influencer. I mean, she has millions of subscribers. She gets hundreds of thousands of views on her videos. She's a young girl still. She's fairly young at 24. And she also puts her siblings in her videos. Now, I haven't seen all of her videos, okay? But from the ones I have seen, she does a lot of like dancing, challenges. She takes her siblings shopping. It's very like family centered, but in a different way because she's the sister. Now, could you say she's exploiting her siblings? I mean, I feel like that's dramatic, but you know, the anti-mommy vloggers think everything's exploitation. Okay, just saying. But she does put her siblings in her videos, and some of her siblings are in this music video. And Josh, I found another video he did on Just Kass. Okay, so he does not like this Just Kass girl. And the fact that this grown-ass man is sitting in his dungeon that he films in, coming after a young 24-year-old girl, is pathetic. It's disgusting. Like, leave the girl alone.
Today we're talking about a brand new influencer, comes from Not Enough Nelsons. Just Kass. Children, because Just Kass is exactly like her mom. Probably a little worse if you can imagine. So we're gonna look through her channel, we're gonna see what's going on. We go to their channel first, and this is Just Ass. I call her Just Ass because she's ass. Okay, she's a crazy child exploiter. And these aren't even her children, they're her siblings and her adopted siblings. Her mom has given her a green light to do this, and she's making millions of dollars on this. So Just Kass is the queen of spoiling her 15 siblings. So her whole thing is like, I have 15 siblings, not her kids. And if she had 15 kids, she would exploit all 15 of them like she does here. Now she's got an A- grade. She's got how many subscribers? 2.6 million subscribers. Now she can hide her about page, but I can see it here. 2.3 billion views. Billion. This woman, this tiny little, this moronic girl has made millions upon millions of dollars on YouTube. Millions. And a lot of it is really gross. A lot of it is sexualized. A lot of it is like, she's very much like teasing things in her thumbnails, which we'll take a look at in a second. She's gross. She has no.
Here we have Josh, as always, projecting his own insecurities and issues onto this girl. He's very triggered by anything that's sexual, and I'm pretty sure that comes from his admitted porn addiction from the past. I wanted to add this in here because I'm not shaming, I just find it interesting, and his past with porn addiction seems to fuel a lot of his thoughts and, you know, beliefs. This whole purity culture, Puritan vibes run pretty thick and deep throughout his channel.
There's no shame whatsoever, and her siblings are all part of this. And I hope she pays her siblings, but who knows? Maybe she doesn't. But they don't consider her a child exploiter because she's not the mom. She's just a sister adding to it. But I'm here to tell you that's BS. She absolutely exploits them more than her parents do. Another top video is We're Losing Our Baby. So what she does is what these people do. Like, she wants nothing more than to have a child for YouTube views and clout. That's it. That's the only reason she's doing it. This girl does not need babies. She's doing it because it's part and parcel for what you do on this channel. Her growth depends on her having a baby. She is one of the most annoying people on the internet. The Reddit forum, she gets lambasted on this channel because she's the one mostly doing the exploiting at this point. They make fun of her outfits, like this outfit here. She's at a wedding. Sorry, that's ridiculous. You're wearing slippers. That's nice. So she's obviously a super pick-me girl. I'm not even sure she went to school. She probably finished high school, but she's gonna make more money than anybody will ever know what to do with. She doesn't need to go to school.
Why are you harassing her? Why are you coming after her just because she's the daughter of a family channel that you don't like? He's claiming that all of these kids are victims of these family vloggers, right? So with his logic, Just Kass would be a victim. But now that she's an influencer and that she has her own channel and she likes to show her siblings in her videos and do shopping and dancing and challenges, like, I guess one of the things he was upset about is she took them bikini shopping. Like, Josh, calm down, okay? You literally act like you are a priest in the Catholic Church and like, God forbid, you see a girl shopping for a bikini or a bra and he just like has a meltdown. God forbid. God forbid. It's just so inappropriate. Yet Josh talking about his balls in a video where children are watching him, that's not inappropriate. Like, hypocrite is just like, that's the word for him, okay? So anyway, I wanted to jump in here and add a little something to this because I have a really good example of Josh's blatant hypocrisy and how he is also inappropriate with his family members, okay? So this is a video he did in July 2020, analyzing Danielle Cohn through a teenager's perspective, okay? So this was about 3 years ago, and he comes on with his son, who is 18 years old, and they look at a 13-year-old girl's Instagram, Danielle Cohn. She was 13 or 14 at the time. And he's having his son look at her Instagram, knowing full well that she's in bikinis and lingerie, and he's having his child look at this stuff on camera. How inappropriate and disgusting. He is a weirdo.
From my perspective, this is not okay. I'm sorry. Like, some people were commenting on how I said, oh, don't say it's disgusting and whatever. Maybe I should clarify. I don't think that Danielle Cohn is disgusting. I think the situation and the thing that her mother is doing to her is disgusting. But at the same time, you know, dressing like that. So Tyson, you've seen the Instagram. Let's open it up. Have you seen the Instagram?
You showed other people, and I was gonna go look at it.
Okay, I'm gonna show it to you.
His son just said, oh, well, I haven't seen it, but you've shown other people. So Josh was actually going around to the people in his real life, showing them this underage girl's Instagram of her wearing lingerie and going around showing people and asking them about it. That's not creepy at all. Okay. I just want to add that this girl that he is showing the Instagram, this is the girl that he asked his mod to go out and find CP of her. Yeah. That's who the savior of children is, and that's the kind of crap that he does behind the scenes. Josh has always been adamant that some of these family vlogger kids have been found on P sites, right? He said it many times throughout his content. Oh, so-and-so's child was found on a P site, and they don't care. They're letting it stay up. They're still showing their child, but nobody has ever asked, who is finding kids on a P site, and why was this person on a P site to begin with? That has never made sense to me. How does Josh or anyone in the anti-mommy vlogger community know whose child or what child is on a P site? It doesn't make sense.
Your first impression of her Instagram, okay? It's from a dude who's a teenager who understands this world. In your first impression, because you already know her age because I told you, but your first impressions of, let me find one that's not super disgusting. How old does she look like to you? How old does she look? Go through.
Definitely not 13.
Right? And probably, and we don't even know, if you go farther back in her Instagram, she could be 12 or even 11 as far as some people are concerned, right? So Tyson's, like, what does that show you? Like, is that...
This is just weird. Why is he scrolling all the way back to her inappropriate Instagram where she's 11 and 12? Like, I just don't understand why he is analyzing this underage teenage girl's Instagram. It's not normal behavior. It's just not.
A normal thing? Like, do you see, like, look at this. She's wearing lingerie. She's 13. She's wearing lingerie.
Okay, the lingerie is a little sus. Oddly out of the norm, like something like that.
A 13-year-old girl should not be dressing like this.
I mean, that's just a bathing suit.
Dude, it's made of elastics. There's like almost nothing there.
Okay, it's really messing with my mind because you keep saying she's 13, but she doesn't look 13.
Okay,
He's even trying to convince his son that it's appropriate, and his son's like, dude, she's just in a bathing suit. And Josh's like, no, but it's just elastics. And then the son is like, this is messing with my head. She's only 13, but she looks like an adult. I mean, why is he showing this to his kid? And not just that, why is he doing this on camera? It's extremely inappropriate. So Josh wants to claim Just Kass is inappropriate with her siblings. Well, what is he? He is the king of inappropriate, okay? And I mean inappropriate content. I'm not saying like being inappropriate with anybody in that weird way. I'm just saying he's claiming her content is inappropriate with the siblings when he's doing stuff like what I'm showing you. Just wanted to make that clear if it wasn't. This girl is big. She probably makes a shit ton of money on YouTube. Okay, she's doing her thing. She wanted to become an influencer, and that's her choice. But if she's a victim of Not Enough Nelsons and family channels, why is Josh making fun of her? Why is Josh coming after her? And why are you showing her siblings in the video? Another good question. He reacts to this video and he's not blurring the kids who are minors. Are we surprised? No, because Josh is lazy. He doesn't actually care about kids. And there are so many instances where he does not blur children on his channel. Shelly Abbott just talked about this recently and something else that he did. I will leave her channel down below. She was talking about how he doesn't always blur the kids, or when he does blur the kids, it's a very shitty blur. It's nothing. He doesn't take the time to actually make sure no kids are being shown in his videos. Because according to Josh, he's not exploiting other people's children. He's bringing awareness. He's saving the day. He's, you know, fighting child exploitation. So according to him and his logic, there's no rules. He thinks that he doesn't have to follow the rules. And his followers just go right along with it. And it's just ridiculous, okay? Josh was supposed to be a channel that brought awareness to child exploitation. He was supposed to be talking about online safety. He was supposed to be talking about the negative side of family vlogging and the oversharing and all of stuff like that, which I do believe is a good conversation. And there are some things that I do agree with when it comes to that. But the problem with Josh is that's not what he does anymore at all. All he does now is do whatever he can to get views. He just trashes people, roasts people, makes fun of their body, their makeup, what they look like, their videos, what they buy, calls them horrible people, horrible mothers. He is never bringing anything productive to the table, okay? And aside from that, he also harasses other creators, threatens them, doxes them, goes real life on people, you know, uses smaller channels to do his dirty work. But we're going to get into that in another video. But, you know, just had to mention that. He's reacting to this music video and he's just so disgusted. Like, you can see the disdain on his face for this chick, Just Kass. It's like she's a 24-year-old beautiful young girl, her entire life ahead of her. She has her career going for her. She's making money. Like, why are you sitting and spending 36 minutes of your life trashing this girl?
What are you scared of? What are the sleeves? This isn't 1983. This is 2017. What are the sleeves going on right now? Why does she look like someone murdered her cat? She's a terrible actor. Of course she is. And look, all her friends are going to get boyfriends and she's going to be left alone to not dance. Q sad music. Oh my God, just asked. No one just asked you to dance. Are you going to be okay? Finn, shut. Ew. And this guy's in high school, looks like he's 40. Dancing with a 17-year-old. You know why no one wants to dance with you, Just Ass? It's because you're an ass. And you exploit your brothers and sisters for cash. You're gross. I'm surprised she's married. Honestly, that these people find husbands. Like, what kind of dudes marry women like this? I'm serious. Like, what kind of dudes marry someone who's literally all about just themselves? I guess dudes who don't want to work, who want to marry rich. So that's fine, I guess. You always see these like super hot girls with super old dudes who are really rich. I mean, it's probably the opposite version of that. Oh, are you sad? Where are you running to? Why is there a construction light on the ground? Who just keeps a light on the ground? Why are you running? You might trip. Oh, but she's not wearing heels, so it's okay. That part of the school is probably locked. Wait, you're allowed just to roam around the school at night? Where are you going? Why is your mom upstairs at the school? It's really weird. Nobody asked me to dance! I'm sorry, this is so bad! It's just right for the snarking. You know what I mean? Mom! Yeah! Lacey danced with a 50-year-old and nobody would even take me for a dance. But again, why does she run up the stairs at the school and her mom's upstairs in the piano room? Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now?
It's just weird. It's weird behavior to me. And so while I was watching this, it was making me think of other videos that he has done. I don't know where that left off because I had to pause for a minute. But anyway, so when I found this music video, a parody that he's doing, I was watching it like, what is this? Okay, I'm going to show you guys some clips right now. Your eyes might burn. You might gag in your mouth. Hopefully you're not eating or drinking anything. Okay, trigger warning. Trigger warning, this could be very upsetting to some people. Let's just take a look at a few clips of what Josh considers a music video. Let's take a look.
I got to man spray on the train. Sorry, gotta do it. Yes, it's a long step and I'm on my way. That be how we do it. Yes. Woo, it's hot, but I gotta keep on walking. Something in my pants is off. They ain't moving. Damn, bro, making funny movements. In there somewhere, gotta make them unstick. Stuck to the side of my thighs. There's no one's the truth, I ain't telling no lies. I'm talking about my balls, I'll be stuck to the side. Like a grilled cheese that you're trying to fry. Just stick your hands into your drawer. Just stick your hands into your drawer. Cause you got to free the boys that can't breathe cause it's so moist. But even in a crowd when I'm walking downtown, I be trying to do a plie. So stick your hands into your drawer. I got to man spit on the train. Sorry, gotta do it. Yes.
Yeah. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, so he's making fun of this girl and her music video, saying it's cringe, it's horrible, it's like low budget, all this stuff. And he is literally reaching into his pants, talking about his balls being stuck to his leg. That was just the cringiest, just barf-worthy music video I think I've ever seen in my life. This is the kind of stuff that he's doing. And that music video is not old. When I saw it, I think it was a year old. I'll put it up here and correct it if I'm wrong. But from my memory, pretty sure it was a year old. He's such a hypocrite. Who is he to talk about anyone's projects they do on YouTube when this is the kind of stuff he's putting out? Do we remember, like I said earlier in the video, Love Meg, the leggings, the blonde wig, him pretending to be Love Meg for like 20 minutes? Cringe. He does some cringy ass stuff, okay? And I'm just so tired of DCP because he has a pretty big channel and he's supposed to be like the leader of anti-family vlogging, child exploitation, online safety, safety of children. And he has done multiple things that put kids in danger. And I'm so tired of seeing his cult followers hate on other people who call him out. Like Shelly, like Cursed Eye, anybody who talks about him. The followers and stans come right over to their video, hate comments, act like you're stupid, act like you don't know what you're talking about, you need a life, you're jealous, blah, blah, blah. It's getting old, okay? But thank you. Thank you for the engagement on our videos. It helps us a lot, okay? He's a fraud. I don't know what it's going to take for people to realize. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot more people realize the fraud that he is now versus 2 years ago when I started covering him. I mean, there's in the Family Vlogger Gate Discord, which I am in. They used to hate me over there, but I found my way back in so I could see what was going on. The Family Vlogger Gate Discord don't like him. He has a whole Reddit thread of people who talk about him and dislike him. Multiple creators have called him out. I mean, he is not very well liked in the anti-mommy vlogger community by a lot of people. Now, we do have certain people who kiss his ass and literally like lick the floor that he walks on. I mean, I think we all know who that is. But he is just a fraud. He claims that he cares about kids, yet he doxes people. He shows children on his channel. He uses kids' names in his tags. He is a hypocrite and a fraud. And everything that he does just proves more and more that he doesn't care about kids. Look what he did with the Alicia Doherty and Biomom situation, okay? The anti-mommy vloggers, not all of them, okay, but some of them, completely screwed up that situation. Josh even leaked text message of a minor girl, teenage girl, okay, and then had to delete it when he got shit from his own fans. That has happened multiple times. He will put up a video and his fans will start giving him some pushback and he will end up taking it down, doing a fake apology. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm changing, blah, 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 and continue on with his bullshit. I have a ton of videos on Josh, so if you haven't seen them all, I will put some down below. I really should put them all in a playlist. I do think I have a playlist. I just doesn't have every video in it. But I will continue to talk about Josh when he pulls this shit because I think he only cares about money, fame, adoration, subscribers. I don't think he cares at all about child exploitation, and I've done many, many videos to prove why I believe that. And every single video that he puts out just hating on moms for no reason, hating on women for no reason, degrading them, talking about their looks, their bodies, making fun of the way they talk, making fun of their hair, making fun of the food they buy, the clothes they buy, what they're doing with their kids. None of that has anything to do with protecting kids online, protecting kids' identities, helping, kids who are exploited. None of that helps. He does zero to help child exploitation. And when you ask people what he actually does to help the situation, they don't have an answer because he doesn't do anything. All he does is get on his channel and roast people and act like a clown. I mean, he's not even funny. That music video is just cringe, like the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, the fact that he is willing to dox mommy vloggers, I want to show you guys some receipts really quick because I got the receipts of him showing a mommy vlogger's house on Google Maps. You know how the nasty people that we deal with love to show houses on Google and dox people's homes and addresses. Well, Josh did that on his channel a year ago. Showed a mommy vlogger's house, didn't blur it, nothing, showed all the landmarks, everything. But that's okay.
I'm going to show you where they live.
Really?
Okay, someone pointed out to me. I'm going to get it for you here. Open it up. So, this is where lives.
This video is still live on his channel.
Okay, this is I think. Yeah, so she lives near beach. Now, block
Names a main beach.
very interesting though. Because I'm like, oh, she lives in a it's amazing.
If you had looked up the distance between that beach and her home, you would know that it is so much closer than you said in your video.
Lives in one of the densest parts of it's crazy. What is all this? I don't know. Anyway, so I'll show you where she lives. I wanted to point out what was behind her house. Where did it go? I lost it. Here. She lives here. I mean, she's showing us her house, so I'm okay with showing you this.
That video remained up on his channel for a very long time, days, okay? And people were telling him to remove it, blur it, okay? At first, he had nothing blurred. The video was still up. Then finally, after a bunch of pushback and people calling him out, he blurred it, okay? He just blurred it, but you could still hear where she lived, all the landmarks, everything. And then finally, after he got more pushback, he took it down. Why he does things like this, I don't know. He does not care. He does not give a fuck about the safety of children. He never has, and he never will. Okay, bitches? Okay? To dox creators who call him out, to threaten other creators, to use other channels to go after people. None of that is in the best interest of children. In fact, those things put kids in harm's way. How does the leader of somebody who says they care about kids gonna do things that actually harm children? Another thing that I wanted to touch on really quick before we go is he has said before that he wants people, like kids, he wants children to come to him and expose their parents. That is weird. That's not normal. You should not try to separate children from their parents or even like any family members. He's trying to cause like a rift and separation between these families instead of trying to help and trying to educate people and bring awareness to like, hey, this can be harmful because of this. Maybe you shouldn't be showing this because look what can happen. Here's like the evidence, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't do that. He just wants to attack, destroy, and make a ton of money while doing it. And I think it's really weird that he calls these kids victims. But then if they become an adult and decide they want to be an influencer, then your answer is going to be just to trash them, treat them like shit, make fun of their projects on YouTube and everything like that. It's just disgusting. He's made an entire career of attacking families, trying to cause rifts between families. Even what he participated in, what happened with Alicia Doherty and the biomom, which is a very sad situation. And I'm going to do a separate video talking about that. But him and Honora, what they did to that family was disgusting. And they completely fucked up that whole situation. And I'm going to be giving some updates in one of my next videos. So, let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of the DCP? Do you think he cares about kids? Do you think he's a fraud? I would love to know, and I'm sure the DCP stans are going to come to my comments and start hating on me. It's fine. I'm fine with it. If there's anything I forgot, because I'm doing this off the top of my head, I might insert it into the video while I'm editing. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.